Mr. Kyle Barnett is a licensed real estate agent, and he was in it for over 10 years. He looks very young. Kyle looks 19. Kyle is passionate about helping Bahamians. I know many persons who would have gotten their homes through Kyle. Kyle also has the privilege of representing the Bahamas on the HGTV network, showcasing the beautiful, beautiful islands of the Bahamas. And so this evening, what is Kyle going to do? He's going to share practical advice on buying home, understanding financing. He wants you to avoid common mistakes and take the first step towards home ownership. Without further ado, Kyle, the Realtor. Let's give it up for him. Go on TikTok, you'll see him.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
First off, I just want to thank the Honorable Lisa Rahming for inviting me here today and giving me the opportunity to speak on something that's so important, real estate. Talking about houses, talking about ownership, and just trying to get everybody in their house by this year or next year. So by a show of hands, guys, who has plans to walk into their home next year? Wow. This year. All right. Now, guys, be honest with me. Who came for the prizes? Oh, my goodness. All right. The road to home ownership will look different for everybody. Some people will move into a home. Some people may buy land. Some people may gain the knowledge tonight, because I see plenty professionals and plenty opportunities here tonight, and you're surrounded by knowledge. You're surrounded by persons who have the know-how. So you may just gain the knowledge today to gain those opportunities tomorrow. As the Honorable Lisa Rahming said, my name is Kyle. I'm a licensed real estate agent for over 10 years, but I also have some real estate investments. So I've been able to take the journey from building a home from the ground up. And a role of a real estate agent basically is someone who is going to help you with negotiations, because when you're dealing with transactions that is 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 and more, up to $1 million sometimes, it becomes very emotional for that buyer or even a seller, because sometimes you get emotional when it comes to when you're going to purchase and you just want to pull the trigger right away. You're going to message me and you're going to say, Kyle, I want you to find me a duplex, a home that has 3 bedrooms. You're looking for a large kitchen. You're going to give me the whole list, the whole criteria that you're looking for. And I become your eyes, I become your ears. So now I'm looking for those properties. So when it comes on market, I send it to you. However, when I do send it to you, you need to be ready. You need to be prepared. When you do approach any agent, any real estate agent here, or wherever you go, myself and the opportunities here today, they're going to first ask you, are you pre-approved? Are you pre-qualified? And what pre-approved, pre-qualification means is, how much do you qualify for? What is your budget? Because you can't go into anywhere, a store, and don't know your budget. You can't go into the grocery store and go over your budget. You can't go anywhere, and that includes a home. Very important role of a real estate agent is we have the data. We understand exactly what the home cost in 2015, what it sold for in 2020, what it might have sold for in 2025. So we're going into the negotiation table for you, understanding exactly what that home is worth. That's like I was shopping around for a Paso on Facebook Marketplace, right? I saw a car listed. It was a 2006 Paso, and they got it listed for almost $10,000. The car was 20 years old, and they got it listed for $10,000. However, the writing of it was attractive. Brand new tires, recently serviced, new paint job. So to somebody here, they would buy that car, not understanding what they're purchasing, and the same applies for a home. Sometimes you don't understand what you're getting yourselves into a home. So again, we're the eyes, we're your ears. We come in, we help you with the inspections to understand. You may just see the roof needs to change. However, us having the experience, we would understand this place needs a whole electrical system, whole plumbing needs to change. So you know how to guide yourself accordingly. Everybody requires anywhere from 10 to 20% deposit, maybe 5%, because I believe Mortgage Corp, you could correct me, Mortgage Corp, I think it's 5% deposit, right? of whatever home that you're purchasing. So it's very important that you have savings. So that's another part when you approach an agent, they want to know exactly where you are. Are you pre-approved? Do you have the deposit? Because whether you use an agent or not, the bank is going to require you to have a deposit. So you have to make a goal, you have to plan, and it's all achievable. Another part where persons go wrong sometimes is the final part. You acquired a property and now you didn't leave a will. I don't know how many people in here right now knows a cousin or an uncle who's fighting over property. It's a big war. I been paying all the bills all this time, but the actual owner come to clean the house now. You have to protect your investment by making a will. So you want to ensure that that property, and this is what we call generational property. This is why you could pass this down to your kids. So to ensure that your children, your family gets it, have a will. And it's very easy. You could register your will at the probate office on Burnett Road. And what that does is authenticate that will and makes it very easy so they know who to give that will, who to give that property to. The last thing I'll close out with is home ownership as a means to it being a income. Some persons may come to me and say, Kyle, I'm looking for a duplex, a triplex, a fourplex. And all that means is you're living in one unit and you rent out the other units to tenants, and now you're making anywhere from $600, $700, $1,000 per unit. It helps pay your mortgage. It helps give you more income to your salary. What's the benefits renting versus purchasing? I could tell you now that I feel strong, I feel good, but I don't think I could work all the way up to 90. I don't think I could work all the way up to 100. If you're renting, money has to come in to pay the rent. But if you have a mortgage, you get qualified today, and you take the steps that you need to take from everybody here, these professionals, you could one day complete paying your mortgage at the age of 50, at the age of 60, at the age of 65. And you don't have to worry about paying rent anymore, and you feel stable, it gives you security. So whatever the range may be, whether it's 100,000, 150, 200, 300, 400, whatever it is, you come see me. Thank you for your time, guys.
Thank you so much, Kyle. Let's give it up for Kyle.
Thank you, guys.